Hello, I'm Christine Jones of Clear Choice Financial Solutions, LLC. And today I just wanted to speak with you briefly about a Goodwill Letter. Now, a Goodwill Letter is typically crafted when someone realizes that they have been late on or completely missed a payment, and that payment has shown up on their credit report. And you know that one late payment can actually take your credit score down upwards of 100 points. It really depends. A little side note, the lower your score is when you get the late payment, the less damage it actually does, the less points you actually lose. But no matter, there is damage. So you may craft a Goodwill Letter when you realize that you've gotten this late payment mark on your credit report. Now, what you do is you just tell the creditor, what has been happening in your life at the time of the late payment that caused you to fall into this particular situation. You want to make sure that you are, using descriptive words, that you are using, the type of writing that would really pull at someone's heartstrings. Now, let me forewarn you, this is business. And business does not have to have an emotional attachment to anything or anyone, right? The only thing that a business has to do is follow their own policies, and their own policies have to follow the law. So as long as they are doing that, there's not really anything that you can do if they say no to your plea, right? But you do want to attempt to get your letter into the hands of someone who may care, all right? And if you get your letter into the hands of someone who may care, you also want to make sure that that person actually has the authority to act in your behalf. So that's also going to mean that you want to make sure that you give your letter the best chance. And you may want to attempt to get your letter into the hands of someone in the executive office of customer service. That way, if they do have a heart, they also have the authority to do what you're asking them to do. Now, be careful, because there is also, information that you would need to know. You might just want to ask them to remove the negative mark and change it to paid as agreed, never late. Because some accounts, if they actually remove the entire account, that account may have held a lot of history for you. And that could be a bad thing when it comes into, calculating your score if you lost history. So there's a lot going on here. But once, you see whether or not you can get your letter into the hands of someone who cares and who has the authority, also make sure that in your letter, you are noting that you're not going to do this again. You may also even set up automatic payments to show them that you mean business. Now, I have to forewarn you about this. Your Goodwill Letter is actually an admission of guilt, right? You're saying, hey, I did this, but I'm asking you to have mercy on me. So if you get someone who looks at your letter and who does not have a heart, what you've actually done is given them ammunition to use against you. And they can actually go in and update your file with the information that you gave, which could make, disputing down the line, tricky. And to be honest with you, you want to make sure that you're not disputing items that are actually correct anyway. The only thing that you would do in that case is to try to dispute if the facts of that item were not correct. So things do have to be on your credit report correctly. And so there may be some leeway there. But this is a very, interesting situation, and it can be a bit tricky. So my suggestion to you would be, that, you think very carefully about this if you intend to do this. And if you need, some assistance from us, please don't hesitate to call. I'm Christine Jones, 215-901-7651 or 404-5815, and that area code is an 888 tag. So 888-404-5815. And you can also send me an email at CRJones@ClearChoiceFinancialSolutions.com. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.